All right, we got some from Height Swag, so you know it's gotta be good. Y'all so loud. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, now look at this. And I got the hoodie on. Okay, we got the logo right here.
Oh, it's the kindling one.
And then story of the journey right there. So now instead of wearing my brown one, so typically I'm always wearing this one probably when I travel or like when there's a like a conference or something we go to or a mastermind. But now I can rock my own. Then you turn like that and then match that right there, and then you got to, cause you gotta let them know how you get there. That's about that right there, and then. So yeah, man, appreciate this. Shout out to Johnny. He came up with this idea. Um, yeah, that's the new hat I'm gonna be rocking. So you know, the next one maybe I'll throw like some more scriptures on there. Something I don't know, something. Maybe I'll take that, but put it right there. But yeah, man, appreciate it so much. They always lacing me with either some good books or some type of clothing. So appreciate it, man, for real. Vlog, what up? It's your boy, Big Stuff 8. And it's another day. We at it, middle of the week, trying to finish strong. We are here, about to start work. Got the breakfast. Y'all know it's the oatmeal with your protein powder. Today we put chocolate chips and bananas in. Tried to treat it like I do my pancakes. Also, peep the new hat. Got it with Hype Swag. Got your boy. The logo. You feel me? You already know. Read. So there's that. But yeah, man, we are now in February, so tax season is starting. In all honesty, it's not starting off as crazy as I thought it would. But then again, all W-2s and 1099s wouldn't have been delivered until like yesterday. So I'm expecting that to get ramped up pretty well. This month we're dropping, and I don't know, y'all may be the first one to know this, but this month we're dropping the podcast. So that's gonna be crazy. We're gonna try to get some people that you guys have never seen before and bring them on. That's one. I think we're running a webinar tomorrow. So if you're a marketing agency, you're gonna want to peep that. And then we're just trying to serve our clients the best way we can. So that's what we got. Waiting for the computer to come on. I wonder, do I need to plug in the charger? Oh, it's coming on. Okay. But yeah. Oh, I think I showed y'all this, but see, that's the mic for the podcast. Even got the fancy little camera right there. Like, y'all, we trying to be a little fancy, just a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit. But you know, I know y'all may be feeling overwhelmed. You know, being a business owner is not easy. You gotta be the best business owner, responsible for company growth and moving it forward and training the team and managing all the projects. And then you still gotta be a good spouse. You still gotta be a good parent. And then if you anything like me, you ain't trying to be a good spouse or parent. You trying to be a great one. So there's that. You know, I just want y'all just stay strong. You're gonna have some ups and downs. Every day not gonna be a great day, but you can do it. All right. So I'm gonna holler at y'all. Let me get on it. Peace. All right, that pizza was a super epic fail. So now we're trying ultimate plant-based chicken fillets. The same people who make the ground beef. You know, you gotta put the apostrophe. So I did that. Now I know this honey mustard busting, so if it's nasty, this will help. And, you know, keep a hood, you know what I'm saying? We just keep the bread on there. All right, here we go.
They're probably gonna say that. How old are you? 19.
Oh, bad. It reminds me of like Have you ever ate a chicken finger, but it ain't got no seasoning? That's what it tastes like. I can do that. I just need to add some more sauce on there. We can do that. Vlog. First off, in Atlanta, it is cold and it is February, so I got a problem with that. But anyway, another day. We just ended the week, so we headed to the gym per usual. Closing out the week is gonna be a hard workout, but gotta do what you gotta do. So let's see updates. So just got off the call with my coach, and she challenged me to expand my lead gen efforts to another platform. We get a lot of, I think the stats say like 60% of our business from Facebook. So she was like, why don't you try to go to LinkedIn? And I'm like, I used to do that like 2 years ago, but it just didn't work. So she's like, try it again. So I'm like, all right. So that's the homework for the next 2 weeks until we meet again, to just try to, get back on there, get the swing of that. So I know that will be interesting. And one thing I've learned about myself, because if you don't know, being a business owner, you learn about yourself. It's one of the few things. I would say CrossFit is another one. Parenting is another one. Probably being a believer and reading your Bible is another one. But like, you learn so much about yourself that like, it just, if you can ever learn to be completely 100% real and self-aware with yourself, man, you will grow so much as a person, as a business owner. So like for me, I've learned that like, because of my ADHD, my brain will go to all these different places at one time. So, I've learned like I can do really good at marketing and sales on one day, then do really good at accounting on one day, and do really good at taxes on one day. But it's very rare for me to do exceptionally well at all three on the same day. So I say all that to say, in knowing that you have to set yourself up to succeed, whether that's like, some people do time blocks on a calendar, right? So you can try that. I've like, for me, like even with my team, I've had it, and I've changed this now, but I used to be like, hey, let's do blah, blah, blah. And I'll completely forget. So I literally tell my team, hey, throw 30 minutes, throw an hour on my calendar so that we can go over whatever. Because I understand if I don't have that time blocked, then I will literally be working on something. Like even with my coach, I was so caught up in working on a tax return. She was like, hey, you ready? I was like, oh, my bad. So do what you need to do from a time perspective to help you, or just in general, to help you to be successful. And that's one of the biggest things I've learned. It's nothing wrong with me having ADHD. My brain is perfectly fine. I just go at 1,000,000 miles a minute. But the most important thing is to, how can I focus it? How can I channel it when I need to? For me, sense of urgency helps. So if I give myself like a fake deadline, or if I set a meeting, like one thing I'll do sometimes, I'll set myself a meeting up with a client tomorrow. And that'll make me be like, oh, snap, are we on point? Is this done? Is this done? Let me do this. Let me create this. Let me come up with this. So I'll create false sense of urgency, and I'll be able to get it done, knock it out, do it with a spirit of excellence. So I said all that to say, do what you have to do so that you can be productive, successful, however you define it, and be great. So that's going to be interesting to see how that works with LinkedIn. In regards to the speaking, next week we got our check-in call with that we get monthly. So that's going to be interesting. I've been locked out of my account, which is so weird, but can't do nothing about that. But going to get that rolling as well. Talk to the mastermind. We're meeting in Dallas again for our quarterly meeting. So that'll be coming up in March, which should be very interesting because that's when the S-Corp deadline is in partnership. So if my systems are as good as I hope, then I should be able to go and not stress, right? So thankfully there's 2 of us that can do tax returns now, not just me. So there's that. So yeah, it's Friday, so we've ended the week pretty strong. I probably need to brain dump all my stuff into my CRM, like tasks for next week that I need to make sure I hit or check on or leads to follow up with. But, you know, it was a good week. Can't complain. And, of course, next week we just want to be better. So that's all I got. Hopefully this made sense and encouraged you guys. Hopefully y'all are getting value from these vlogs. Of course, it's Black History Month, too. So shout out to every black person that's just killing it, especially if you're an entrepreneur, because you are a rarity in and of yourself. So that's all I got. I am at the gym now, and it's time to lift. Why your faith so fragile, man?